This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's revise the things. Right, so these are things we have covered so far. We have learned about the JSON format and how to serialize and deserialize the JSON string. Right, so from the serialize means what? From Apex object to JSON format, and deserialize JSON to your object, Apex object format. Okay, so we have seen the class. So what are the class we have seen here? We have seen the class JSON class, the methods like serialize, deserialize, serialize pretty, serialize, uh, okay, serialize, deserialize pretty, and deserialize untyped. So all those methods you have seen in this topic. And here we have seen another method called create parser. Okay, so we'll pass JSON string here to break the string into different tokens, which is going to return a system dot parser, right? A system dot JSON parser. So using system dot JSON parser, uh, we have we have seen how to read the tokens. Okay, all right. So these are things we have seen. Okay, so it divides into different tokens, right? Now we are going to discuss and one more, the last part of this JSON formatting. Then we'll move on to XML formatting. Okay. Say when we create any, when you build any JSON string, when we build any JSON string, you see like a JSON string is built with different types of data. Okay, so normally when you send data, the JSON string for the data will be the format will be object value, right? In some cases, we also seen we'll also like to send some status and code. Normally, when the JSON string is built, we'll build with the data. In addition to that, we'll also pass some other essential information to the external system apart from the data. Apart from the data, we'll also pass some external, some additional informations, right? The additional informations like status message, error code, right? And the any other informations, whether success or failure. If you remember our database methods, if you remember our database methods, right? There are two parameters you'll pass here, right? Here you'll pass list or object variable, and it's going to be false or true here, right? By default, it is true. If it is okay, by default, it will behave like a atomic operation, DML. When it is going to be a non-atomic operation, then we know like we save the results into database.save result, right? When it is so the objective is to capture the error out records, and we'll analyze what are the different errors we have. That's again right. That's you'll see lot of informations will related to error we get in addition to the actual data. Okay, in addition to the actual data, we also the method returns no informations like error messages, line numbers, and uh, which field has really an issue, and what is the type of, so every information you can get from the result. Similarly, whenever you build your string, whenever you build your JSON string to share to the external system, to send to the external system, we'll also pass some additional informations. The additional informations can be anything. Suppose I'm going to insert an account record, right? I'm going to insert an account record. So when you insert, and this one I'm going to send as a JSON string, right? Then we'll say like account like this, and I will also like to send the status. Okay, status like this, and sometimes I would also like to send the count of the records, what I'm going to send, what I would like to send. So the external system will come to know how many records we send, how many records we send. Okay, and sometimes I also send a number of fields, how many fields we are sending it, one field. So like that, we are going to send additional informations along with the JSON string. So we are going to see how to build the string on our own. In addition to object record, how to build the string on our own, right? When you convert when you go with a serialize method, the serialize method can only be used to build string on its own, right? You just build a string, it just returns the data with the object record. If you see this one, if you see the output, what is the output we got? In this case, if you go to serialize, so what you are trying to do, we just serialize the record. Execute. So we get like this. this output I got. When I get this output, so what I'm passing here, I'm passing the data as well as some additional informations. Okay, so these additional informations I would like to avoid. Instead of this, because it's repeated, right? We know like it's for account object. So I do not want to send these attributes, right? Instead, I would like to add some the details like status, right? So or else I would like to send only the data. So it means what I'm trying to say here, I would like to build my own string here, not the one which is defined, which is written by the system. Okay, when you serialize the data, when you serialize any object data, the JSON is going to return in this format. It's going to add, apart from the data, it's adding some other details which may not be relevant to the other systems, right? So if you send say 100 account records, then how many attributes you'll have, right? A lot of attributes, some additional informations which are not relevant to the business, that I would like to get rid of from the JSON string. So when I build the string, instead of attributes, I would like to build my own string, like a total number of records you are passing, what is the status, how many fields you are passing, right? So all this information I would like to pass. So that's right. That can be. It means the string we are going to build on our own. Okay, the string we are going to build, the JSON string we are going to build with our own data. So how to build the JSON string on our own? Okay, the reason we are going for a method create generator method, which belongs to the class JSON class. We have a create generator method. So using this method, we are going to create the JSON string on our own. Create generated method. I just go to the class. It provides a lot of methods. The create generator class, it provides a lot of methods. So using which we are going to build this string. So this is a method. The method return type is going to be a JSON generator method. Okay, let's take a quick example. Then I will move on to. Excuse me. Right, I'm inserting. So this is the data I would like to build. Right. Yesterday we have seen when you build the data, when you build the JSON string basically when you build it, we are going to write the start object. Okay, this is a build string. This is already a string we have. So we have analyzed this string and seen the token type, start object, field name, right? And whether the value is going to be a string, whether the value is an integer. So these tokens we are going to use as a method. Using this, we are going to build the string. We need to write the start object. We need to write the field name. What is the field? The field name is going to be here, name. Okay, so we are going to build a string on our own. The starting object is going to be a braces, and then we are going to build the field name. What is the field name? Name. And then we are going to write the value string. Okay, so how we are going to write this build this string? The reason we are going to use the method called create generator. Okay, so what you are going to pass as an argument to this method, you can see here we are going to pass a boolean value, true or false here. Okay, true or false here. So depends upon the value, what is the format we are going to generate, whether the pretty print format. So pretty print format requires the boolean value true here. You set to true here. Okay, listen here, how we are going to do this. So I'm just going to JSON create generator. So what is the argument is boolean variable. So this is going to return, the return type is going to be a JSON generator. We'll follow this. Sorry, keep inside the method. Okay, now we are going to refer this class instance methods. I go to the class instance method system.json generator. So this provides a lot of instance method to write the JSON string. What are we going to write? We're going to write the start object, right? And if you see here, okay, start object and the field and the value, right? And the value whether it's a string, or integer. So we have a respective methods here. Okay, we're going to write the object here. If you see here, there is a method called right, there is a method called write start object. What is going to return, if you use this method, what it's going to write? A braces. How will you end this string? I need an end object method. Okay, so write end object, right? Write end object method. So how we are going to write the field? We're going to write the field. So what type of field we are going to write? Okay, so come down. There is a method called write string field. So we are going to give the field name string value, right? If you like to write this, then what you are going to do? The field name you are going to pass first name. The string value you are going to pass Suresh. Am I right? So this are going to write. And then next, right? If you are going to repeat this, so again we are going to repeat write string field for your last name, and string value is going to be a Kumar. Am I right? People able to follow this? So similarly, if you are going to write the salary, right? How we are going to salary field? So the field name is going to be a salary, and the number is going to be the value of the salary, right? We have a write number field, we have a write string field, right? We have a write string field, and so using this, we can build our, we are going to build our JSON string. So when you build this, we can build our own custom string. Okay, when you go for deserialize method, is going to return the data in its own format. Okay, but now we are going to see how to build the string on our own by using this methods belongs to JSON generator class. We'll follow this. Then how we are going to build the array? We have a respective methods here. Okay, write end array, right? Write the start array. So start array being basically going to give the bracket, right? So all the sessions, the topics, whatever we covered in the beginning, we understand how the JSON format looks like. Now we are going to see how we are going to build the JSON format, right? When you go for array, we know like array will start with the square bracket. So we understand the JSON format. So now we are going to see how to build this JSON format. I mean JSON string, right? So this is a format we know. If it is array, it starts from square bracket, right? Then how will you include a square bracket? We're going to start with the right start object and close by right end object. And again, within that, we are going to have a object, right? Within that, we are going to have a start object. Start object will include a braces. Again, start string field, right? The start string field is going to have two arguments, field name and value. If it is going to be a string, then name capital. If it's going to be a number field, right? If it is a currency field or anything, just go with the field name number. So like that, using all these methods, we're going to see how to build the JSON string. We'll follow this. So, okay, let's build a string here. Okay, now I'm going to build a string. Okay, so when it is successful, I'm going to build a string. So what is the first, when you build a string, what is the first character? We need to start with a start object. So J, right? Let's go with JSG. So JSG dot right start object, right start object, and okay, finally I'm going to end with JSG dot end object. So basically, this will include a braces, open braces, and this method is going to include a close braces. We'll follow this. One second.
Dot.
Okay. That makes a problem. Okay, so okay then, and within this we are going to start the string field, right? So what is the method we are going to use to write the field? Right? Why I'm coming here, so that you will also refer the documentation, and you can understand how to write. So JSG dot write string field, right? So what is the field name? The field name. Okay, let's go with the simple one now. I'm just like to okay, when the record is, I just like to pass the ID. So right, sorry, and a dot ID. Let's build a simple string and see the result. Okay, and I will also like to pass if it is let me first build the string, then I will explain the other part. Okay, if it is unsuccessful, then I would like to um, add some status here. Error, some error message, e dot get message. Am I right? It's going to return a string. Okay, and similarly, if it is successful, this I like to say some message. Okay. In Apex, we always use single quotes, right, to define the string. We don't use double quotes. Since we are combining with JSON JavaScript, just missing this. Okay, right? Exception E JSON. Yeah, using combining examples where JavaScript double quotes are allowed, right? So that's the confusion a typo we made. Okay, and once a string is built, how we are going to get the string out? How we are going to get the string JSON string? So we have a method. We have a method called uh, getString. Yeah, we have a method called getAstring. So using this method, we can get the whatever the string we build, JSC dot getAstring. So this is basically going to return a result in the form of string. It's going to return a return in the result in the form of string. I made a story here. So we got yeah, we got the status and the ID, right? So we'll follow this. So we build a string on our own. Something like this. Okay, so this basically we need to write this is a number we are getting right, so right a number field, You follow this? And write the number field. Okay. So similarly, here I'd like to say uh, the status is failed. Okay, the status is failed, and like to pass here the status as 200. So when you write the number, write number field. Okay, so let's comment this. I'm just making a error here so that it will go to the exception part. So right, so failed and error. Okay, and the message, right? What are the message? The whole message, and then the status code. We'll follow this. So build the string on our own, right? We build the string on our own by using a create parser methods. We'll follow this.
Sir,
It's good, all of
sir,
you.
yes, sir.
Yes.
One small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
In real-time scenario where
Yeah.
we can use this type of a JSON generator, sir. That's my doubt.
Where you will use this when you're that's what in the beginning I mentioned. When you're going to build a string, when you're going to build a string to send any data to the external system in JSON format, there are two formats the data we are going to send. There are two formats we follow: JSON and XML format. When you communicate any data to the external system, either either one record or multiple records or whatever information you're going to pass, either you're going to send data in JSON format or XML format. When you're going to send data in JSON format, obviously you have to go with this name value pair format, name value pair, right? So that's the reason we have seen in the beginning. What is the data JSON? How we build how the JSON string format looks like? Okay, when it is an array, when it is an object, right? So that's what you are trying to understand now. So when you build your string, when you build your JSON string to share to the external system, right? Then you build like this. So once you build like this, okay, there will be a documentation you will share with the external system. What type of documentation? We are going to send, okay, we are going to send the data as well as some additional informations which will give you an information about, okay, whether your call, because the external system is going to make a call, or okay, what is the status and what information you're going to share along with the data. So those information, the format of the data will be shared with the external system. That communication, the document sharing will happen between the two systems. So they will come to know, yes, the status is success. Okay, then the record has been created successfully. Say for example, external system, we call this create JSON. Okay, we call this create JSON and pass some data here. Isn't here? So this is a method called by the other system. So when they call, they pass this, the name of the account, right? They pass the industry and the rating field. So this is how they pass, when they call this method, the external service is going to call this method as a web service. Okay, so they are going to pass the data. So then we are in Salesforce, we are going to create this record. Once a record is created, I would like to respond them. I would like to send the response back to them. So we are going to send the response back to them in JSON format, right? When you send the response back to them, then we put an additional informations whether record has been successfully inserted or not, right? They should know, right? What is the status? So when you send the status back to them, when you send the data back to them, what they need from us, they need account ID. They need account ID from us. So we are sending account ID and the status along with that, some additional information. So they will able to process the JSON string, and their side they are going to pass this string. Okay, so that's what you have seen, the two side actually, serialize and deserialize. So now we are seeing how to build a JSON string. Okay, so when you communicate with the external system, when you share the data, then how we are going to transfer the data, how we are going to build the string, how we are going to transfer the data. Suppose I'm going to build the list of account. You follow this? Right, this is what I'm going to right here. Then for the matching industry, I'm going to get all this value, right? Okay, so now it may return more than one or more than one record. So we are going to build the array. Okay, we know the format, right? We know the format, how we are going to build the array. So in this format, can you follow this? The format how we are going to build the array, it open with a square bracket. So this is a type of data we are going to build, right? So along with this data, what I would like to build, along with this data, what I'm like to build, I'm going to add a, okay. So this is a string we are going to build, right? So when you build a string, then you decide what type of data I'm going to send. So according to your requirement, right? According to your business requirement, business need, we build our string on our own. Say for example, I'm going to include a count. So many number of records I'm going to share with this, right? And the status like this. I'm going to build a string like this, right? So will you follow this? So this is what I'm going to trying to build here. Let's see here. I just take an example here. Um, okay, so this is a type of string we are going to build. Let's see. Okay, name, industry, as well as phone number. Something like this. right? Something like this, no? So when right, when there is a data, then we are going to build the string. When there is a data, we are going to build the string. So write the start object. Am I right? Write the start object, and then we are going to loop the record. Am I right? We are going to loop it. So within this, okay, we are going to write this field. We are going to write this field. Okay, write object. So look into the method. JSON generated. Write just a field name. Field name. Accounts. And object. Okay. Then finally, I'm going to let's see how many records we have for energy. Whether we have some records. Okay, there are 3 records we have. I go step by step now. So let's try to understand. We'll try to build step by step. Then we are going to write the start array. Start array. Right, within this array, we are going to build the data here. Okay, so again, um, string field. name, a dot name, well, we are going to repeat this, a dot phone number, industry, entering. Yes, we have to use write object method also. We have to write the write object method. Then only we can include that. 1 minute. Okay. Write any object, a specified object, right? So that it's important actually. So we are use this, right? So write object. So first you have to write the object. It's not field name. It's going to be a write object method. And here it's going to be ACC list. Okay. And then what is everybody here? Okay, yeah, everyone, I'm just using the double quotes, sorry.
This conference will now be recorded.
Right, where we are? Okay. Okay, right, see, let's take a simple example first. Then I will explain this part, okay? Let's take a simple example. Count. So this we know, right? This one is going to return. This one we got. The same string that we are going to build. Then now we are going to build JSON dot create generator. So pretty. Okay, right. First thing we're going to write the object. What is it? Right. Start object. Right. Start object. Then write field name. Write field name. Okay. Write start object. Write field name. So similar to this. Next to the object, we are going to write the field. Okay, the field account. So earlier we just seen only how to create JSON string with name value. I'm going to add the field name also. So field name, and then now we're going to start the object again. Next to the field name, we're going to start the object again. Object again is nothing but your the braces, right? Right. Start object again, and then within this we are going to add two fields. One is name and another is industry. Right. String field. A dot name. Similarly, so inside the field name, this one, and next to this one. You will be able to follow this now. Then JSC dot right end object. So end object for this, end object for this, and then for this we need to end the object. All right. So next JSC dot data string. Okay, data string. Let's store it into string, and then sorry, yeah, this I have to string 2. Are you good now? So I'm just displaying this and then displaying the pretty format. Okay, got the result. See here, it's now I don't need the attributes, right? So reason we build our own string, ACC or account, whatever name you can give. Okay, now I'm just removing these overheads, attributes, some additional information which is not required actually. So build our own string. How we are build our string? We are built in the form of pretty printable format. It means right with the space between the field and here with the space, and you have space, and every field is written in the a new line character. You got the clarity now? So can you build a string, whatever string we need in this case now? So start object, right? So next to the start object, okay. So let's try to understand this in another perspective. Then we can able to build a string easily. So let's I take this example for your reference. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a string for this result. Okay. Right. Let's take some hard coded value energy. Right. How will you deserialize this one? JSON dot serialize. Okay. Serialize ACC list. So what is the output we got? Sorry, I just put the system debug. So this is what I got. If you see here, there are a lot of overrides we have for your array. This is what I got, right? I got the type, I got the URL. Okay. Then your actual value have been started. Actual values of the record has been started. Then again, we have attributes. Okay. Again, we have attributes. Then the data has been started. So I do not want all these the informations. I do not want all this information. I would like to build the data with a simple format and the way I want in this format basically. Okay, right? So write object. Okay, so what we're going to do? Build is write start object. Okay. Let's do this. Right, fill me. Okay, people got this. Just just work on the method where you need to place properly. That's more important. Okay, so just building the string, then you have to place the method according to the format. So we start the object and and the name of the field accounts. Am I right? Then your array started, and next to the array we start our object. Am I right? We start our object, then one record, and next again comma separated, again another record, comma separated, again another record. There are three records found in the array. Okay. In addition to this, if you are going to add the counts, for example, I'm going to add the total count in this format. Okay. So whatever count, if you have three records, two records, or whatever. So we are building our custom string. Okay. So say the count we are applying in the beginning, right? So next to start object, I'm going to add a, okay, let's go with the JSC dot right, try with string field. Okay, we'll try with the string field now. Count and size. Okay, it's basically there are some child object relationship. Okay, let's try. Okay, it's integer, right? String number field. It's not string field, right? Number field. So we got the count here. The count as well as is included. So can you build your string on your own now? People got the clarity now. People understand how to build the string now. What is the start object? Okay, all you have to refer the format. What format you are going to build? The same format, right? Accordingly, we are going to use the respective method. That's it. The start object, right? Earlier we kept this inside the loop, so it was an issue, right? When they build your string, you need to build it properly. So I have the sample format that you are going to build. The external system will give that information to you, right? We need the data in this format. We need the data in this format. We need a count. We need the status, because our system is going to expect some status field. Based on that, we return our logic. That's why we're going to parse your JSON string. So send us the data in this format. So the way they need data, we are going to build on our own using JSON create generator and JSON generator method. We are going to build the JSON string according to the format the external system is expecting, right? The same format we are going to build our string. We'll follow this. Any question on this? Can you able to build the string on your own? So any type of string. In case if I need a string, listen here. So, right, we build our own string. We are not going to send the data, the way the serialize method returns, because it contains a lot of overheads, which is not relevant to, which doesn't serve any purpose of sharing additional information. So we build a string on our own by using create generator method. We generate the JSON string on our own. Okay, right. In case if you are going to send account and contacts together, right? So, okay, if you're going to send accounts and contacts together, then now we are going to build a string. Listen here. If how to get the parent and child record together? What is the query? So this is a parent. How do you get the child? Contacts, right? Okay, right. How to get the parent that has only child? How to get the parent with only child record? How to? You will remember this, of course. So when you do this query, you'll get only the get account that has contact. Okay, I got it. So I like to limit the result. Say only two contacts. Okay, right. List of account. Right, ma. So this one I am going to. Okay, now we are going to build a JSON string to send account as well as a contact. Okay, if you go with the serialize method, you need to try this. Okay, I just give an example. I just give it the format how it looks like. Then you need to build a string. So this is what I got. Okay, so okay, there are two. Okay, there are two records here. So array inside array. Am I right? An array inside the array, nested. So how we are going to build, right? How we are going to build? See here. So this account, for the account we have contacts. Okay, for the account we have contacts. So if the contact is multiple, then again, okay, we have a array here. Right? So basically it's built like this. Listen here. So like this it goes. Okay, right. So just to have an idea about array inside the array. So basically how we are going to build this array. Okay, account and right. So we are going to build the array here. Array and the start object end object. Okay, start object, end object, and then inside which I have again another okay array, and so multiple accounts like this. You have multiple accounts, right? So account, the name of the account name, the name of the account name, suppose ABC. Okay, say TCS, CTS. This account name. For every account, I'm going to have a multiple contacts. There are two accounts record I given here because we limit the result by 2. Okay, and for each account, I'm going to have multiple contacts. So this case is going to be an array again, right? So okay, inside which we are going to have a contacts. So here we're going to have an object. So which object? Contact. Okay, contact, and we are going to have a for each contact. You may have each account may have multiple contacts. So again, it's going to be an array. We'll follow this. So in this format, we are going to build the string. Okay. So earlier we have seen the format how the arrays looks like. Arrays looks like. So that format you can use. Okay. So this is a one-dimensional array. So these were two accounts here. But now what we are expecting is within each account we are going to have a multiple contacts. We are going to have multiple contacts. Okay. Right. What I do, I just you know put a format for your practice in the later in the chatter tab. Just refer that format and try to build a string like this. Okay. Once you know the format, then you can build a string like this, right? We already seen this, how to build the array. So once you know the format of the nested array, then of course you can build the string the way you want. Am I right? Can you make an attempt? Okay, I will provide the solutions later. Maybe no, by Monday I will provide the solution in the chat tab. You just take one day and try to build the string. Okay, what string I need? A parent. Okay, the parent record may also more than one record. I just limit the result so that you can display and see the verify the format. Limit the result. Okay, so when you are going to send parent as well as child record, so array inside the array, right? So each multiple accounts, and each account may have multiple contacts. So you're going to build array and nested array. Okay, so once you know the format, you're going to use these fields accordingly. Okay, all you are going to do is a loop inside the loop. You are going to see. You are going to see, right? You are going to build here. So we are going to build here. Contacts. So inside which you are going to build your contacts, right? So whatever things you have seen here, so same thing you are going to follow here. That's it. Okay. So this is your outer ma. The same thing you are going to use inside, right? If you are going to see build here, okay. Start object. I'm sorry, here like this, and then inside which, okay. So this is going to be your contacts, and inside which we are going to use this. Right. So here I'm going to use the last name phone number. Say so just one field I'm writing here. I'm just writing for the a contact. Then you have to end it, right? End outside. So this is for your contact. Okay, for one account, start the right object and do this. In case if you like to have an account, then you have to write the again a start array for outside for account as well. You'll follow this. Okay, just a template I given. Can you build your own on your own? Can you build the parent and the child on your own? Can you make a try attempt? Can you make an attempt now? I mean, take a day and Monday I'll post a result for this, answer for this. Okay, people good with this. Any question on this? So we're done with the JSON formatting. We're done with the JSON formatting. So generate JSON string using JSON dot create generator and system dot generator class. Okay, so this is a method, and this a class belongs to a system. So that's what you were seeing here. Okay, right. Okay, people good with this.
This conference will now be
Whatever seen
recorded.
now, it's all about JSON formatting. So we need to understand uh, this. Okay, we need to understand the XML partitioning and the XML building the XML string similar to JSON. There are two formats we are learning. Okay, the JSON format and the XML format. So you've seen JSON formatting. We'll see the XML formatting right after the break. Any questions here before we start the next one? Any questions?
Ranjith, is it possible on a scheduling perspective to start at 7 in your time? Because it's getting too late.
Too late for you? Okay.
Yeah, it's almost 10:45 now.
Oh, you lose the concentration, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, then we'll see. Right, I take this. Sure. We'll see it on next week. We'll make it yearly and often yearly.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I consider even I wanted to change this. I had a thought about this. For US people, it's a bit late. So let's
Yeah.
start by 7 next week. It's not, yeah, it's not as per and demand as well. We also wanted to change this.
Okay.
Right then, just today, just try to manage today. Just few minutes break. We'll start with the XML parsing. Just today, today alone. Next week we'll start early.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
This